What's up, YouTube? This Star Wolf. Look, this should be a time when family should be coming together. When if you had any type of issues or beefs, altercations, turmoil with certain family members, this should be a time to come together, because this government shutdown, they shutting these cities down one by one. You have a curfew, have to be inside your homes at a certain time. This is nothing new. They did this back in the 60s during the civil rights era when they had all the riots. They shut the cities down. There was curfews, have to be escorted to the stores if the store was available because some stores was burned down, looted. But how do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about this whole entire shutdown, this whole issue? Because you have people on social media talking about martial law, and for the most part, the majority of people that's even speaking on martial law don't even know nothing about martial law. They just entertaining it because whatever they see on the internet, that's what they follow. Monkey see, monkey do. People for many years, people been informing us, and me myself, I've been informing people. And, there's been books and all type of knowledge available to people about situations such as this, and nobody even paid attention. So now you have people that's paying attention because they see that it's really real. Whether you think the virus is real or not, that's neither here nor there. We not past that, but we are kind of past that. They at the point where, like I said, they shutting these cities down. And they have curfews, and I want to know how everybody feel about that. Are you one of those type of people that's gonna rebel, that's not gonna comply with what the government says? If they impose some type of rules and regulations and sanctions upon your city to where your curfew is 8 or 7 p.m. in your city, are you gonna be seen outside after that time? Are you going to buck the system? You going to buck the rules? I just want to know, So I don't know what they really have in store for us. I'm just like you. I'm looking at the news, observing and analyzing these speeches when I hear them, and trying to see where it's going to go from there, Until I see troops in the street, and I believe they had a National Guard in some cities, but until I see that in every city, I'm not at a point to where I'm like, I'm not in fear. I'm not going to ever be in fear because this is situations like this is something I embrace. I spoke on this for many years, and, I'm well versed in how the government get down and martial law. I'm not going to even make a video about martial law and what the get downs is about it, because I can tell you right now, we've been in martial law before they even came with the coronavirus issue. So, yeah, if you know about martial law, then you know what type of state we living in, Anyway, what's up with these government checks that there's allegedly going to issue $1,000 checks to everyone? And how are they going to do this? See, like I said, I always pay attention and I listen to things and I analyze certain situations. First of all, you have to realize that there's millions of people who live in America. You have to realize that, okay, how did you even have these checks ready? You're going to have to send out all these checks to people. You have everybody's name. You know where everybody live? Of course they do. Of course they do, because like I said before, they had this plan. This is something they had planned for years. So, I don't know if they're going to really issue checks. I know that everything is shutting down. Courts is shutting down. Restaurants, many businesses shutting down. There's stipulations on grocery stores. There's limits on what you can do, what you can purchase. So these checks, I'm believing that there's going to be some type of stipulations attached to it. They just not gonna give you the check. They gonna keep dangling in your face and be like, nah, you have to remember now, before we give you this check, before you spend this money, we don't care what you spend it on, but they have some type of stipulations to where it'll get you in the end. I don't know if it'll mess up your credit or not. I don't know, because I don't know what the future holds for us. I don't know how long we'll be on shutdown. I don't know if this money will ever come. I don't know if the money ever even benefit anyone. Because what good would money be if there's no food, if there's a food shortage, water shortage? What good would money be? What good is it? If there's nothing to purchase, you could have $1 million. It doesn't matter. It's no good. It's useless. So what is this? What I do know, whether we're confined within our homes, shut down, on lockdown, I do know this. They're going to have some type of dictatorship. They're going to have a rulership. And our dictatorship, our rulership is this president, Donald Trump. And they're gonna run for office, and they allow people to vote. And it doesn't matter, like I said, whether we're on lockdown or not, they will still have that rulership. So do we remain on lockdown? This lockdown is getting to some people too. This is like prison. If you've never been to prison, then you don't know how lockdown is or what lockdown is. People prepare in prison, when they feel tension on the yard, or they know somebody fixing to get stabbed to death, somebody finna get murdered or hit. Everybody prepare for the lockdown, go get their food, go to commissary, you go to store and stock up. This is the same exact thing, only there's millions of people who never ever experienced prison or know what's going on. So now we really in prison, but you in the prison of your home. You being told what to do. You being controlled. You could go to the store and buy only a certain amount of this and that. It's prison. People starting to read books. That's what you do on lockdown in prison. You be bored, stuck in the cell, either by yourself or with your cellie. Y'all telling war stories, making up games, reading books. Same thing you're going to have to do, only you have television and these phones and everything to keep you occupied. I don't know if that's going to come to the end either or be disrupted. But I just want to know how y'all feel about this situation. What's your thoughts? Because a lot of people don't want to stay confined within their homes. But I could tell you one thing: you probably never paid attention, or you was being disruptive. You was being ornery. You was being disobedient to your parents or whoever raised you when you was younger, and they told you, look, when you go outside, you better have your ass in this house by a certain time. Them street lights hit, them street lights come on, you better be in the house before then. So I can tell you this, a lot of people didn't comply with them rules and regulations when their parents told them that. And some did because they knew they'd get in trouble, get put on punishment, get a whooping or whatever, however it went down in your household. But I know one thing, you're going to comply with this government. So I just want to know how you feel about that situation. Do you feel that your freedom has been taken, or do you feel that your freedom, you never even had freedom? Because I look at it this way. You never even had freedom in the first place. So I just want to know how you feel about the whole entire lockdown, the whole situation. How do you feel? because this is not just only affecting a certain race of people. This is affecting everybody, every race. This is not even about race. This is about the haves and the have-nots. I know you're familiar with that show, The Have and the Have-Nots. Has nothing to do with this. This is the real have and have-nots. This is between us and them, the big corporations, the wealthy, the real wealthy, not the ones that show you $20 and $30 and $40,000 on Instagram every day flashing money. I'm talking about people who trillionaires, billionaires, and us. So how do you feel about this? You feel we being manipulated? You feel we being oppressed? This is oppression at its best. You feel it's population control? What's going on? I want to talk about it. I want to know what's going on. I want to know how y'all feel and what's in your minds. I want to know how y'all feel about this because, like I said, I don't know what the future holds. All we could do is pray. I don't know what God you pray to or if you even have a God, I just put my thoughts into the universe, positive thoughts, and just be blessed after that, But like I said, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if it's going to get worse before it get better. I don't know if it's going to continue to get worse and remain like that, or if this is just going to blow over in a week or 2 or 3 weeks or a month. Let me know what's on y'all mind, I want to really know how people feel about this because you have celebrities who's catching the coronavirus. You have athletes. You have famous people. You have non-famous people versus the blacks. Supposedly couldn't catch it, which I never believed that from the jump. And now you see black people with it, and me, I personally do know someone that has contracted it. So, that theory is gone. That's blew out the water. So how do you feel about this? Are you scared? You gonna continue to live in fear? Are you gonna listen when somebody start teaching you? I mean, let me know. I want to know what's on y'all's minds about this. And another situation I want to touch on was if you follow my channel, if you tuned in, then I make videos about everything, but I also make videos about the Nipsey Hussle situation, about that case. The courts is closed due to the lockdown. So, yeah, Eric Holder, a.k.a. Shitty Cuz, he won't be going to court tomorrow because the courts will resume probably at the end of this week or next week. Anyway, that whole entire situation, I'll speak on that in another video. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. But yeah, like I was saying though, I want to know because this is starting to affect everybody, and it's affecting everybody in different ways. So I want to know what's in your mind and how you feel about this certain situation. But once again, I'm Starwolf. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button and that notification bell so you can get my videos when they drop. And make sure you share my videos on all social media platforms. If you got a Facebook, share my videos on Facebook so people can see these videos. Please do that. Please do that because people need to hear these type of videos. Anyway, peace.